Hi, I'm Jennifer and welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about something that is very personal to me and document this journey that I'm on that I want to share with you today. So 8 years ago, I was diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder. And at the time, I was having a really hard time, and I made the very important decision to go on antidepressants. So during the last 8 years, I went on and off antidepressants a couple times. The times off of it were really short, as it was very difficult for me, and I made the decision to go back on. So back in January, I started taking stock of where I was at, and I determined that I was not happy with some of the side effects that I was having, and I really wanted to try something else. So I went to my general practitioner and I told her about the problems that I was having, and she suggested that I go on another type of medication that didn't have the same side effects that the one I was currently on had. So she told me to do a 5-day taper and switch from one medication to the next medication. So I did exactly as I was instructed, and very quickly I had started having some pretty severe withdrawal symptoms. I had extreme fatigue, but then I also had insomnia, so I could not sleep, and major mood swings. My anxiety and depression were terrible. My heart was racing. I felt like an absolute crazy person. I was warned that I would have some withdrawal, but I was also told that it would be very mild and that it would go away very quickly. So I grit my teeth and I waited about a month, and I was still having really severe withdrawal symptoms. So I decided that I needed more help. I did a little bit of research and discovered that maybe a 5-day taper was not the best. So I found a holistic psychiatrist who I've been working with for about a month now. And she told me that I should have been tapering for months, not days. So that was a really big shock. And we made the decision to put me back on medication so that we could do the taper the right way. I also want to point out, at this point, I was very much in the position where I did not want to become dependent on another medication. This was a personal decision. This is not right for everybody, but this is my experience. And I decided that I wanted to figure out a way to live life without the antidepressants. So in order to do this, we made a game plan that I needed to get some tests done so that we could fix any nutritional deficiencies. We also would need to fix any hormonal imbalances and make sure that I got a social network in place before I start the taper, because it's very important to have those social connections around you, because when you're going through this withdrawal, you are not yourself, and you need people to support you and let you know that that's okay and what you're going through is normal. So once that is done, I will start a very slow taper over a few months, and hopefully the end goal is to get completely off medication. So I really wanted to share this experience with you. So if anyone else is going through the same thing, I want you to know that you are not alone and there are other people out here. Also, I want to point out that sometimes doctors, they tell you that going on these medications or coming off these medications is not that big of a deal. And maybe for some people it isn't, but I think it's important to know what you are getting into and to do the appropriate research. I also think sometimes working with an actual psychiatrist, maybe even one who specializes in people coming off of these medications, is very important. So let me say, do not do this by yourself. It is very important to work with a doctor And that is also what I'm doing as I go through this experience. So subscribe, and I will keep you updated on how things are going. Bye.